One. So I thought today I'd come on and show you how I make a shaker wand, rosette wand with this die that I received as part of my excuse me, design team package from Surprise Creations. And this is a Joe Coogan die. I'll link all the dies down below, guys, in case you're interested in going over and having a wee look. Look how beautiful this one is. So let's make, I just thought the shape of it, straight away I thought, yep, shaker, and then I thought rosette. So what we're going to do is I've cut some stuff out just to make it a little bit faster. So I cut the die out itself, and this is how she cuts out. Absolutely beautiful. And I've cut it out in black and silhouette because I wanted to stand out against the colour that I'm going to use. So I cut her out, and then what I've done is put it on black card and just simply cut around it, so I've got another circle. And then I've done the exact same thing and used it, cut it out in acetate to make my shaker. So we've got these three pieces. To show you quickly what I mean, I am going to pick my paper now. I've got this Whiz Kids, and there is a sheet in here that I want to use, and it is this one because it's really nice and bright and colourful. Oops. So all I'm going to do is cut myself a circle. So just hold it on and fussy cut round. And this doesn't have to be perfect. My circle isn't perfect, but it gets hidden in the back of the mechanism of the shaker, so you don't really see it. If you have a circle cutter and you can measure the die and use a circle cutter, or if you have another die that matches it perfect, then you can use that to cut it out. But to be honest, this takes literally a minute to cut this out. Okay, so cut myself a little circle. You guys are probably better at fussy cutting than me. Okay, so now we have our circle. So what I'm going to do is place the circle, the paper circle, on the back of my solid black circle. And I'm just going to do this with some wet glue. You can obviously use whichever adhesive you prefer. So let's stick this on here. See if I can get it the right way around. There we go. So that gives us the back piece of our shaker. Then we're going to attach the acetate circle to the die cut out. So let's just, and you don't want to put an overly amount of glue on this because obviously it will come out through onto your acetate. So I'm just popping a little bit here and there, just really on the edges that are loose, like this edge. It's not attached to anything apart from at that edge, so just to make sure that it sticks down. Okay, and then I'm going to put that right on top of my acetate circle and just give it a little press down. I'll put a wee tiny bit of glue on her wing. Hold that down for a second. Just making sure that none of my bits are going to be sticking right off the acetate like that. Hold that down for a second as well. Okay, so there we go. Now we have our little fairy die on the acetate. So what I'm going to do then is use these small squares, and on the reverse of the acetate you can see the rim, so you can see the black rim. So all the way around the rim I am going to pop these little squares. Now it's really important that you don't leave any space, because when you put your stuff inside your shaker, you don't want anything to squeeze out. And I don't want to put it too far in either, so that you'll be able to see the pads on the inside and the acetate. So I'll do a couple and then I will do the rest. It's a bit difficult with these nails. I might be better using a pokey tool. Yep. Okay. So just going all the way around like that. So I will go all the way around and then I will come back. Okay, so I've gone round and put them all on and taken all the backs off. Now, if you don't have these tiny wee squares, you can use your either roll of foam tape and just cut it down, or your foam squares and just cut them down. So because these squares will eventually dry out, I like to just add a little bit of glue all the way around, and it just ensures that in the future your shaker is not going to come apart. Okay, so just a little bit of glue. Then pop it face down, and I'm going to put in some sequins. I've got these ones here in these pretty colours, so let's just pop in some of these ones, some of those ones. I can't put in too much because these are only 1mm pads, they're not that deep. If you've got deeper pads, you can put in more. And then I'm going to put in a couple of these little hearts that I've got, heart sequins. Then I'm going to leave that face down, and I'm going to take my circle that I've cut and the patterned paper, I'm going to put that face down on top of the circle, and just try and line it up the best you can. Give it a wee press down just to help it adhere. Turn it over, and there you have your little shaker with all your sequins inside. So that's really cool. So I'm going to pop that aside to dry. Then I want to make the rosette part. So I'm going to choose another piece of this paper, and I really like the heart ones. Let's see if I can find it. Although saying that, the stripy one's nice. Actually, I'm going to go with the stripy because it matches the colours, and it's also got like this spot UV on it. I don't know if you can see it now. I think we might need two. I'll take two out. These are 8x8 sheets that I'm using. Okay, and I'm going to grab my scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can use a ruler and a scoring tool, like, or an embossing tool, or anything just to score it down. Even a pokey tool would work as long as you don't press too hard. Okay, so what I want to figure out is the size that I need for my rosette. So it's quite a big shaker, so it's going to be quite a big rosette. So I reckon I'm going to need, let me just grab this. I'm going to need, I would say, we will go for 3 inches. I'm going to cut one. We might not need all of these strips, but I'm going to cut them anyway. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are 8 by 3 inches. I don't know in centimetre, guys, sorry, I'm old school, I'm afraid. Then what I'm going to do is turn it over and score it at every ½ inch. So half and 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7 and 7.5. Okay, and I'm going to do it with all the pieces. Okay, so I've scored all 4 pieces. I'm not sure yet if we're going to need them all, but we've done it anyway. So what I'm going to do is concertina them up. So having the pattern towards me, I am folding my first piece away from me and then just making it like we used to make fans in school. Folding it, concertinaing it right up like so. Okay, and then just giving it a good squash with bone folder just to reinforce it. So we've got that one, so I'm just going to quickly do that with all 4. Making sure I get my folds correct. Okay, so this has got 2, and I think we may need the 4 with the die cut being so big, but we will see. Okay, and last one. Okay, so this is going to be quite a large rosette, but we do need it. So I'm going to use wet glue and I'm going to glue the 2 sides together. You can do this with double-sided tape, but if you are, I would use the red liner tape, the stronger tape, so that it doesn't come apart. So I'm just going to hold that and squeeze it. You can do it where you like overlap your papers like that as well, but I just do it this way. I find it easier to glue and hold and stuff like that. So let's make sure that is stuck. Okay, take the next one and just continue gluing them all together until you have them all in a long line. Okay, so once you have them all glued together, this is what you'll have. What you want to do is curl it round and join the 2 ends together like that to make your rosette shape. So we'll just do that. And hold them together. Just until it gets a grip. This glue is quite good, the Anita's, it grabs quite fast. But like I said, you can use your red sticky tape and it will adhere straight away, so it's totally preference. So I'm going to leave that to dry for a second, like that. And then what I'm going to do is go back, because I've been using the black card, I'm going to go back to that. Now, I have a, where did I sit it? I'm probably looking at it and can't see it. 2 seconds, guys. Okay, I have a 2-inch circle punch. If you don't have a circle punch, you can either cut yourself a little punch, use a die or your circle cutters. And I'm going to cut out, or punch out rather, 2 circles. So I'm going to do 1 in black, and I'm going to grab a piece of white. And I'm going to do 1 in white because I want to be able to write a message on the back of my rosette. Okay, so now I'm going to stick these onto the rosette. So what you want to do is take your rosette, put it back down into your circle shape, like so, and squeeze it together to make the hole in the circle as small as possible, like that. Okay, because we're going to adhere this circle onto here. So what I'm going to do is use hot glue because it's a lot faster. So I'm just going to squeeze some hot glue all over here. I need some more glue stick. all the way over. And then I'm going to squeeze my circle together. It's a wee bit fiddly this bit because you're doing it with one hand, but because it's wet glue you've got time then to use both hands and squeeze it in and stick that down in the centre like that, and that gives us a base to stick our shaker onto like that. Turn it over and put the white piece on the exact same way. Now I've used single-sided card for this rosette. You can use double-sided, and of course your back will be patterned as well. Okay, hold it down and pop that right in the centre like that. Just hold it for a second, make sure that it sticks. I've got some glue on there. And that gives us a little bit where you can write a little message. So take it back to the front, then we're going to stick our shaker right on the front. So I'm going to use hot glue again, just for speed. Lots of hot glue. And then pop my shaker right in the centre. Just squeeze it down, make sure that it sticks. Okay, so we have our shaker rosette. Then I want to choose a straw. We've got all these different straws here. That one's quite nice. We've got a pink spotty one, which would look nice. Or I've got this stripy one that almost matches the paper. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Now for this bit, you can use silicone glue if you want, or your pin flare glue or something like that to put it on. I'm going to use my hot glue again. Let me just grab another glue stick just for speed. Obviously if you used your silicone or your pin flare it would take a little bit longer to dry, but because I'm doing it on video I'm going to do it like this. So I'm going to decide where I'm putting my straw, which is there. And then I'm going to put lots of hot, oops, my glue stick popped out. Lots of hot glue just on the end, turning it as I go like that. And then I'm going to lift that just a little bit and place it in there and hold it down like so. So we now have a shaker wand. How cool is that? So you can go ahead and put like a bow here if you wanted to. In fact, we'll do that. Okay, so I've grabbed some gems and I've grabbed some of this pink fluorescent ribbon. Let's just take this off and take a length of it. Now, I'm not very good at tying. I could tie it. I'll try and tie one. If not, we'll tie it round the straw. We'll try it like this, see how it goes. I do have a bow maker somewhere, and I've got my bow maker on my Ultimate Pro, but I didn't ever really use it. Let's pull it tight and then there you go, that looks not too bad for a wee bow. So that's going to go there. Let's just snip the tail like that. I'm going to pop this on with hot glue. Which side looks better? The other side. Okay. And I'm getting in a mess with this hot glue. It's getting everywhere. Okay. And we'll pop that bow there. So that looks cute. Then the way, I'm going to pop on some glue all the way around my circle. Like that. And take these beads. Now, hopefully, these come in a line. So I don't have to do. They come off in a line, which is really cool. And I'm going to just go around. These are sticky back, but like I always say, I always put some extra glue on because eventually they will dry out and come off. So we're just going all the way around the shaker with the beads, or the gems rather. There we go, just give them a little press, make sure they're sticking. Okay, now we'll go around the rest. Okay, so I've put the gems on, that's looking really pretty. And I'm going to go in with my clear sparkle pen. You can do this if you don't have a sparkle pen with just some normal glitter, or you don't have to. I'm just adding a little bit of sparkle glitter onto some parts. And we'll give our wings a little bit of glitter. And we'll give the butterfly wings a little bit of glitter as well. Why not? Why not? And there we go. There you have it. And I think that would be lovely to give like a little girl, even my granddaughter would love that, in her party bag for a birthday party. You can let a little message on the back. So yeah, nice and easy. The die done all the work. It's just a bit of paper folding. So let me know what you think, guys, of my fairy rosette wand. Thanks for watching. Please hit me a thumbs up and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.